Yo, guys, Urb'n Barz brings you the best UK reactions to rap, hip hop, and urban music from all around the world. And guys, we've got another reaction to our man Sidhu Moose Wala. And guys, legends never die, so we're going to keep his memory alive here on this channel, people. And we've got English subtitles. I'm sure there's English subtitles for this. I hope there are. But this track, guys, is called Bad. So we're not going to mess around. We're going to check out our man Sidu. Guys, let's go. Looks like they're praying. Looks like they're praying. Like a gravesite or something.
Sidhu Moose Wala.
Oh, ਲੋਕੀ ਰਹਿਣਾ ਸੀ ਸੁਭਾ ਮੁੱਢ ਤੋਂ ਕਈਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੀ ਬੈਂਡ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਗੋਡੇ ਕਰ ਲਏ ਮਾੜੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਚ ਸੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੇਰਾ ਚੰਗਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਆਇਆ ਉਹ ਮੈਂ ਗੋਡੇ ਕਰ ਲਏ ਹੱਥ ਬੰਨਿਆ ਨਾ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਹੱਕ ਹੱਥਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਧਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਪੈਰੀ ਹੁਣ ਮੈੜ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਚੰਗਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਕਰੇ ਸਾਲੀ ਯੂਜ਼ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਤਾਂ ਜੋ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਬੈਡ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ
Oh, grief. Sidu said this world takes advantage of good people, and this is why he's turned bad. Guys, I'm going to wheel that back a bit. It was just like a film, wasn't it? So, from what I was looking at, it looked like those two guys were kneeling at some kind of grave or tombstone or something. And then Sidu came with his boys. And then you saw the guy, he was like chained, sort of like a ball and chain. So he couldn't escape. He was like, he was tethered. Guys, this is bad. Oh, let's go. Like, it's almost like the TV screen. So there's a TV screen here, and you can hear it sort of people trying to tune it or something. And it looks like they're in kind of, I'm not saying it was a graveyard, but it looks like a wrecker's yard, you know, to wreck buildings and stuff. So there's Sidu here and there's Sidu here as well. But it looks like these two guys, this looks like some kind of tombstone, some gravestone or gravesite. And they're kneeling before it. So if you guys know what this is about, guys, let me know.
Sidhu Moose Wala.
ਆਹ ਲੋਕੀ ਰਹਿਣਾ ਸੀ ਸੁਭਾ ਮੁੱਢ ਤੋਂ ਕਈਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੀ ਬੈਂਡ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਗੋਡੇ ਕਰ ਲਏ ਮਾੜੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਚ ਸੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੇਰਾ ਚੰਗਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਆਇਆ ਉਹ ਮੈਂ ਗੋਡੇ ਕਰ ਲਏ
So at one point Sidu was on his knees, and those people who were detracting against Sidu, they're now on their knees. And no one helped Sidu when he needed
ਹੱਥ
it.
ਬੰਨਿਆ ਨਾ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਹੱਕ ਹੱਥਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਧਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਪੈਰੀ ਹੁਣ ਮੈੜ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਚੰਗਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਕਰੇ ਸਾਲੀ ਯੂਜ਼
So this is the thing, this world takes advantage of good people,
ਦੁਨੀਆ ਤਾਂ ਜੋ
and that's why slowly I've turned bad. So Sidhu Moose Wala is saying sometimes to beat people you've got to be somewhat like them, but also this world has a habit of taking all the goodness out of, it's almost like sucking the goodness out of an orange or something and just leaving it with the dry skin. Wow. And that's why slowly I've turned bad. So you see the skulls here. I don't know what this is. This is weird. Is it some sort of seat? There's skulls here. So this is the remaining person, and then there's a third TV screen. Wow.
ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਬੈਡ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਚੰਗਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਕਰੇ ਸਾਲੀ ਯੂਜ਼ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਤਾਂ ਜੋ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਬੈਡ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ
Now you see, so this looks like this was, they've rewound to a time when maybe Sidu and this guy were friends, and I saw some newspaper headlines that just flashed up. It was really, really quick, so I couldn't see what they were saying. So this looks like we're going back. So this is the throne. So is this chair what it was before? I don't know. So Sidu is sitting on the throne. So is that the same chair but stripped back? I don't know, people.
ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਬੈਡ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਚੰਗਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਕਰੇ ਸਾਲੀ ਯੂਜ਼ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਤਾਂ ਜੋ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਬੈਡ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਸੋਲੋ ਚੱਲਿਆ ਮੰਗੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੱਕੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਆ ਬਾਪੂ ਮੇਰਾ ਹੱਥ ਗੰਨ ਦੇ ਕੇ ਆਖਦਾ ਪੁੱਤ ਯਾਰ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੋਕੇ ਤਰੱਕੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਆ
Just going to wheel that back. So Sidhu said from the very start he worked hard to get to where he was, because obviously people are saying, oh gosh, you just came from nowhere, this, that, and everything else, and why are you in this position when other people should be there, etc., etc. He said he worked really hard. Then he said something about his father, which I missed. My father gave me a gun and said, son, this world doesn't want to see anyone succeed. And that is so true. I've said this time and time again. It's a weird world we live in, people. Weird world we live in, people, where instead of using someone's success to raise yourself, we look at someone's success and then we tear them down to bring them down to our level. It is so strange. Sidhu saying, I didn't beg from anyone, neither did I expect anyone to help me. So it's like God helps those who help.
ਸਹੀ ਤੱਕੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਆ ਬਾਪੂ ਮੇਰਾ ਹੱਥ ਗੰਨ ਦੇ ਕੇ ਆਖਦਾ ਪੁੱਤ ਯਾਰ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੋਕੇ ਤਰੱਕੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਆ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਮੁੱਢ ਤੋਂ ਹੀ ਤੱਤਾ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਉੱਤੋਂ ਥੋੜਾ ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵ ਗਾਈਡ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਚੰਗਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਕਰੇ ਸਾਲੀ ਯੂਜ਼ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਤਾਈਓ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ
So Sidu was saying, yeah, he was a little bit hot-headed, but then as things go along, you are pushed to negative areas, which probably you may not want to go down, but sometimes you just do.
ਚੰਗਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਕਰੇ ਸਾਲੀ ਯੂਜ਼ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਤਾਈਓ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਬੈਡ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਆਓ ਚੰਗਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਕਰੇ ਸਾਲੀ ਯੂਜ਼ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਤਾਈਓ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਬੈਡ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਆਓ ਬੀਫਾਂ ਵਾਲਾ ਆ ਕੀ ਜਮਾਨਾ ਮਿੱਠੀਏ ਬਣਦੇ ਸੀ ਅੱਗ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਠਾਰਦੇ
Oh, so people who said they were fire, I've just burnt them. I've burnt them, people. They're no longer fire.
ਆਓ ਬੀਫਾਂ ਵਾਲਾ ਆ ਕੀ ਜਮਾਨਾ ਮਿੱਠੀਏ ਬਣਦੇ ਸੀ ਅੱਗ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਠਾਰਦੇ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਇਹ ਪਰਚੇ ਕਰਾਉਂਦੀ ਰਹੇਗੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਚਰਚੇ ਕਰਾਤੇ ਯਾਰ ਨੇ ਆਓ 16 ਜ਼ਿਲ੍ਹਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੇਸ ਚੱਲਦਾ
Oh, so Sidhu's now addressing all of these cases against him. He said there were 16 cases against him. He's mentioned that before on another track that I covered, and he's beat each and every case. There's people trying to bring him down from all angles, whether it's from the street or the higher ups, as I said before. The world tried to register many cases against him.
ਦੁਨੀਆ ਇਹ ਪਰਚੇ ਕਰਾਉਂਦੀ ਰਹੇਗੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਚਰਚੇ ਕਰਾਤੇ ਯਾਰ ਨੇ ਆਓ 16 ਜ਼ਿਲ੍ਹਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੇਸ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਕ੍ਰਿਮੀਨਲਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾਮ ਐਡ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਚੰਗਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਕਰੇ ਸਾਲੀ ਯੂਜ਼ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਤਾਈਓ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਬੈਡ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਚੰਗਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਕਰੇ ਸਾਲੀ ਯੂਜ਼ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਤਾਈਓ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਬੈਡ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ
It's funny that Sidhu said that. He said the world has a way of turning you. So people say that you start off being good and suddenly you end up being bad in a way. But I'm just thinking back to a long time ago with Iron Mike Tyson, the boxer. Because I study boxing. I'm embroiled in boxing from day one, people. And I used to see Tyson when I was a little kid, studying the greats of boxing. Jack Johnson, Jack Dempsey, all the people, even Jack Sharkey, even people like Rocky Marciano, this, that, and everything else, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to go into that. But there was one thing that really hit me. When Mike Tyson started having his problems in the late 80s, early 90s, or through the 90s, people, he said that people had started saying that he is a beast, so he's going to become that beast that people said he was. Mike Tyson was an articulate youth. An articulate kid. He had his own issues and problems. He had his own hot temper, etc., etc. He's the youngest heavyweight champion in history. That will never be taken away. But it's really weird because sometimes the more people say you're something, the more you will become that thing they say you are. So if people say that you're bad and you're actually a good person, sometimes you'll gravitate towards that badness because I might as well be what people say that I am. And is this what Sidhu Moose Wala is saying? So I remember that so much of Iron Mike Tyson, so much of him, I could see that he was a conflicted individual, but all of the media, everyone saying, oh, you're an animal, you're a beast, you're a monster. And he said, okay, you call me a monster, I will become the monster you say I am. Remember that, I am Mike Tyson. And I'm thinking this is what Sidhu Moose Wala is saying here. All these people saying things about him, they don't even know him, they don't know where he's from, where he's at, what has inspired him, what's driven him, what issues he's had to face. They just say, oh, he's a bad person, he's a gangster, he's this, he's that, he's whatever. So he says, look, he's a good person, but then he's been gravitated or pulled towards the bad. This world takes advantage of good people. My name has been added to criminals. You see, they've branded him a criminal. You want to call me a criminal? Okay, I'll be a criminal. Oh, that's treachery. Wow, hang on a second, let me see that. So he hugs him. And I might have got that wrong, but I just reminded me, was it Benny Blanco from the Bronx? What was that? Carlito's Way at the train station. Just when Carlito Brihanti was going to get away with his girl who was pregnant with his baby, to move away from the mafia life, from the streets, etc., etc. Benny Blanco, who was disrespected or thought he was disrespected a few months before, caught up with Carlito and got the coup de grace on him. Is this what we're seeing here, people? Just look at the smile on our man Sidhu's face. Does that look like a bad man? Oh, do you know what this is like? This is like, who is it? Caesar. Do you know when Caesar was done by the Senate? Is it Augustus Caesar? I can't remember which one it was, but he was betrayed by Brutus and everyone else, and they stabbed him. Each and every one of them took turns to stab him because they were all involved in the treachery. Just reminds me of also what happened on, is it Mount Hermon, Mount Hebron as well? I'm not going to go too much into that, but the same thing. They all took turns and they all agreed and signed a pact to betray. My goodness. Oh my goodness. He was stabbed in the, well, not the back, but he was stabbed in the front by his friends. They hugged him and then they stabbed him. Really? Wow. Look at the look on his face. Et tu Brutus? Et tu Brutus? Oh my goodness. Look at all the lights. Oh. Guys, you got to see that. Oh my gosh. Betrayed. Look at all those, and look at the smiles on their faces. They smile in your face while they stab you in the back. He said, I'm only gangster in my words and my lyrics. Musiala will take revenge from everyone. Wow. So even if that was just a scene that he foresaw, etc., etc., it's weird how those that are closest to you could do you so much damage. Look at them all laughing about it. It happens to people in life. It does happen. You could be betrayed by your best friends, people, by those who you think are close to you. They have alternative or alternate ideas and ulterior motives. You're gonna betray me. He knows. Judas. Sidhu Moosewala. He knows. Sidu knows.
Ocean with the fire, boy.
Death blow. Got the key. All the pin. Wow. Wow. Oh, that was great, people. Sidhu Moosewala wants to take revenge. Sidhu Moosewala's friends trying to kill him. See, those closest to you could betray you. So he got the years 89, 99, 2019, 2001, 1995. Oh my gosh, I don't know if these are the people who were these the ones who testified against him. This is the betrayal, isn't it? In the court cases. I'm sorry, I can't remember what the song was. I covered it just the other day. Was it in Calaboose? I cannot remember. Calaboose maybe, but these guys all betrayed Sidhu Moose Wala. Wow, that was incredible. That was incredible, people. I absolutely love that track. So that was bad, and that was our man Sidhu Moose Wala, and I absolutely love that. I didn't see this when this came out, people. I've never heard this track before, but watching the video, oh my gosh, it sent shivers down my spine. It reminds me of so many other areas. And it looks like whoever did the video shoot has been inspired from other areas and other angles as well. That thing right at the end, the scene right at the end, people, was incredible. As soon as I saw it, I thought, oh my goodness, it reminds me of Carlito's Way. It reminds me of what happened to Julius Caesar. Was it Julius Caesar? I can't remember. But all these sort of scenes play out, and they've played out in history, but they also play out in real life too, people. You can and often are literally betrayed by your best, or those you think are your friends and those you think have your best interests at heart. Sometimes they're there to play you and to use and abuse you, or to sell you out. That was incredible. I absolutely loved that, people. So that was bad for Sidhu Moose Wala. And I really like the fact that he actually owned it. So many people were saying things about him from left, from right, and from Chelsea. They were saying all sorts about Sidhu. So he said, okay, you said that I'm bad, but I am bad. But I started off from a good place. But sometimes you start from a good place and events take over. But if you say I'm bad, then I'm bad. Live with it. Guys, that was incredible. I absolutely loved that. That was fantastic. I'm so glad I've seen that. I'm so glad I've seen it with some subtitles as well to give a bit of context of what was going on. Wow. I'm into my films. I'm into all sorts of people. So the DOP on this was Mintu Player. That was incredible. The music, Dev Ocean. And our singer, lyricist and composer was the great and mighty SMW Sidhu Moose Wala. Legends never die. Guys, make sure you look after yourselves, you look after each other, you go out and have fun, but more importantly, you go and play Sidhu Moose Wala tracks, you watch his videos, people, and you honor him. He was great for this genre, he was great for music, he was great for his people. And when I say he was, I should say he is all of those things, because legends never die, people. And Sidhu Moose Wala will live on as long as you guys honor and praise him. He will live on forever. So guys, that was great. That was bad. And I thoroughly enjoyed that. Guys, make sure and make certain to like and subscribe. And more importantly than all of that, guys, please make sure that you come back to the next Urb'n Barz reaction, guys.